back. Today I am going to be giving y'all a little shopping guide on what candy items I would recommend to buy and which candy items I would not recommend to buy in the Royale High candy shop. So let's get started. As y'all know, there are a ton of candy items in Royale High, from the Arachnofabulous earrings and the Pumpkin Autumn earrings that are only 100 candies to the Magical Broomstick, which is 100,000 candies. There are a ton of items to choose from, and it can be hard to choose which to buy, especially as Royaleaween is coming to a close. So I'm going to be saying a quick yes, no, or could go either way, and then explaining why I think that. First off is definitely the Fuzzy Monster Candy Bag. We're going to do the new items first. This is definitely a yes, because it's cute, because you can see the little backpack here, and then you can also have it in the front. You can have it on your head, or you can become the monster. So it's cute, it's limited edition, and it's pretty expensive. This is a yes on my list. I would highly recommend to stock up on a few of these, because I'm just thinking it's probably going to be worth a few diamonds come next year. The Too Cool for Skull shoulder bag is next. This is also a yes. It's new and it's really cool. You cannot see it with my dress on, but it is super duper cute and cool. I would definitely say this is a yes. Next up is the Arachnofabulous and Pumpkin Autumn earrings. I'm going to give both of these a yes as well, because they're only 100 candies and they're super cute earrings. I use them a lot for pageants. I definitely would recommend stocking up on these. Next is the Ghost Head. This is also a yes. It is really cheap with only 175 candies, and it gives you headless, which everybody wants headless. Now, it does not look good with my face on, but everybody wants headless, so now you can have it, and at least Royale High, you don't have to be spending the 30,000 Robux. Next up is the pumpkin costume. This is a no. Don't, even though it's only 275 candies, don't waste your candy on it. It is not worth it. Like, this is what you get from it. No. Honestly, not worth it. I'm sorry, Bianchi. You're one of my favorite creators, but not this time. Next up is the fancy monocle eyepiece. This is definitely a yes. I use this a lot in pageants. It's a super cool item, and it's just a good item to have on hand, and for saying how cheap it is, it's definitely worth it. Next is the chamber chains. This, I'm gonna have to say, is probably a no. At least for me, I could definitely see where you could use these. For me, it's a no. This kind of could go either way, but I'm gonna say it's a no. I mean, it is cheap, but I don't really know when I would use this, so that's just in my opinion. Next is the kitchen accident. This is definitely a yes. You never know when you're going to need a knife, whether you're making a spooky Halloween outfit or just making a nice chef outfit. Either way, definitely a good thing to have in your inventory. Next up is the pumpkin beret. This honestly could go either way, because it's a super cute accessory, but if it's not fall, you're probably not going to use it. This could go either way. It is pretty cheap, so whatever you think. If you would like it, get it. If not, then don't spend your candies on it. Next up is the safety pin sweetheart earrings. These, I'm gonna have to say, is a no. Honestly, 1,000 candies could be spent better elsewhere. I mean, the earrings are pretty cute, but for saying that you can barely see them, and I don't know, earrings are just not my favorite thing to spend diamonds or candies on. Next up is the hothead plugs. These are a no. I just don't like these. Honestly, 1,000 candies, again, could be spent elsewhere better. So that is just my opinion on those. Next up is the magical witch. This is definitely a yes. It's 2,000 candies, which is kind of getting a little up there, but it's so cute. And now they added toggles, so you can wear it more on your head, only a little tilted, and you can wear it with or without the cute veil in the back. This is definitely a yes. This is my go-to witch hat, even though I don't have it yet. I really, really want it. Next up is the Windy Witch hat. This one is a lot cheaper than the witch hat that we just saw, but I don't like it as much. Honestly, this is a no because I feel like you can get better. Like with the Magical Witch, you have the different toggles, and I just think it's cuter, but that's just my opinion. It's a no. Next up is the Ghosty transformation. This is definitely a no. People used to use this to get headless, but now there's the headless accessory. There's no sense in really getting it unless you like to troll people, but this is definitely a no. Next up is the Crescent Moon Cloak. Now, as much as I personally love this accessory, I'm going to say a no in terms of budget shopping because it's very vampire looking and you're probably going to only wear it during Halloween. I personally like this accessory though, but I would say don't spend your candies on it. Next up is the Widow's Pillbox Hat. I love this accessory. This is definitely a yes. It is super pretty, and there's been so many times during the pageant that I've wanted to use it, and I just don't have it. Definitely a yes. Next up is the Vampire Crown. Now, this accessory could really go either way. It depends on your style. I love the accessory, but for how much candy it is, you could definitely spend it better, and because I just don't really see where I would use this. So this could really go either way. Next up is the Vaudevillian Ballroom Mask. This is definitely a yes. I use this a lot at the pageant and a lot for, you know, grand ballroom outfits. I love this accessory, so this is definitely a yes. Next up, the Goth Lolita sleeves and the Goth Lolita wrist cuffs. Yes, 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 yes. These are so gorgeous. I love the Goth Lolita sleeves almost as much as the Peppermint Princess sleeves that I am wearing. And I love the wrist cuffs. They are so pretty. Like, I feel like the Goth Lolita set is one of the most intricately detailed sets. It's so pretty. I would definitely spend your candies on these two items. Next up is the Vamp Tote. I would say this is another yes. I really like this handbag. It is really, really pretty, and it comes with a lot of different toggles now. So I would definitely say this is probably a yes as well. The Goth Lolita purse, I would say, really could go either way. It is 4,000 candies, but it does sit nicely in front of if you have any short skirts on. So this really could go either way. It's just not really my style. I don't like things that come in front of you like this. And the other thing I'm thinking of is the frozen luggage bag. Don't really love bags that go in the front of you. Next up is the Widow's Wilted Bouquet. This is definitely a yes. It is so pretty. I don't like things that come in front of you. Kind of reminds me of the Celestial Bouquet, but just a different flower arrangement. I think this is super pretty. Definitely worth it. The Kitty Crossbody, on the other hand, this is definitely a no. I never see anybody wearing this, and it's 5,000 candies. It is not worth it. It's not worth it. It's just doesn't really look right. Doesn't really fit right even, because you can see the chain here. It doesn't really even fit right. It's just a no. You want to stay away from this item. Next is the backpack. I see a lot of people who like this item. Now, for me, this could go either way. You cannot see it because of my hair. I am sorry. But this really could go either way, because there aren't that many backpack accessories in Royal High. So I see if you like to make, you know, school-themed outfits, this you might want to pick this up. But in my opinion, 5,000 candies is a little too much to spend on a backpack. I would say that it's a no, but since a lot of people like it, I'm going to just say it's up to you. Next up is the Goth Lolita skirt. Now, honestly, in my opinion, the Goth Lolita skirt is pretty, but I don't see myself using this that much. So I'm actually going to say no for this one. As a lot of people say yes for this one, but I'm going to say no because, I don't know, I just don't really feel like it's worth 5,000 candies. Next up, we're getting into the expensive range, 10,000 candies. The Nocturnal Kitty Ears, definitely, I'm going to have to say a no on this one. As much as they're cute, especially toggles 3 and 4, I, never use these, and you can probably pick them up for pretty cheap trading. definitely not worth your 10,000 candies. You can definitely spend this better elsewhere. Like on the steampunk set. Now, all parts of the steampunk set. The sword belt, the skirt, and the bodice. Definitely 100% yes. It is definitely worth it. It's probably at least my favorite mini set in the game, if not my favorite set in the entire game. Everything's just so pretty, from the belt that you can't see because, of course, to the skirt, which is just absolutely gorgeous, and the bodice, which you can kind of see. It is just such a pretty set. Definitely a big yes. Next up, we have the two most expensive candy items in the game, not counting the steampunk bodice. We have the otherworldly potion and the magical broomstick. For both of these, it's a huge, huge, huge no. The otherworldly potion, I just don't see when you would ever use this. Like, it doesn't even make all of you completely transparent. Like, yeah, this is definitely not worth it. If there's one candy item I would say do not buy, it is the otherworldly potion. And you could probably pick it up for pretty cheap trading. The magical broomstick, unless you want to flex, I don't see any reason for you to want to grind for this item. It's 100,000 candies. And you can pick it up for about 100,000 diamonds on Tradery, which for saying how easy diamonds are to farm now with the new school, I'd rather take that option. Anyways, that is all for today's video. I hope this helped you to make some decisions on what items you are going to farm for towards the end of the evening fall season. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.